Howdy folks, welcome to episode 19. We're going to continue where we left off, and that was with, here, let me turn on my lantern here. That was with, we have some coal here in these. See the coal in these, and I had to check this because there's a difference. The coal and the iron look very similar. Let me show you in here. In here, the coal is like gray with a pointed top, and then the iron is blue with a flat top. And so, yeah, I was like, which one do we have? So let's go in here. Which way? There we go. Open the door. And we need to put some fuel in here before it cools off. There we go. 3%. All right. Yeah, we'll put some fuel in this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the... Here. Let me get this. There we go. I think that's... Yeah, that's close enough. All right. And we'll turn off our lantern. So what we want to do is we want to get cordwood. And I think instead of bringing this train here and back, I don't know, maybe we should just bring this train here and back. But I'm very tempted to hook them all up and bring the giant train down. I think maybe we'll pass on that this time, because this is getting ridiculous, and we're gonna end up. I mean, I'm not against ridiculous things, but yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what's gonna happen. We're gonna end up taking this and taking that giant thing around the corner, and all the cars are gonna fall off. So why don't we do this? We'll take this one, because this is a quick run anyway. And we are going to need to move this train out of the way to get back in here with the cordwood, but that's fine too. Okay. Get this going. Not sure why I had to fly over there manually to get that, but sure. Why not? Okay, and then we're going to head back to... Here we go. Let's go like this. Let's look at the map. So we want to go back to this and this. We're going to bypass that whole thing. We're going to come over this way and come through here, and then yeah, see, we got some cars here too. We wouldn't even made it through with the other thing. So then we're going to come through here, and then we'll get our cordwood. Yeah, okay. All right, looks good. Let's enter the vehicle. All right, let's do this. Forward and... So we're going to go through that, and then we got to move that one backwards or forward, one or the other. I think we should probably move it backwards. Yeah, we're gonna want to back that out, because we want to come through this way head first back into the whatchamacallit. Although I suppose there's no turnaround on the other one too. So let's go like this. Because this is a fairly short... Really? Is that... We're going to max out at 20? Come on, you can do it. There we go. Much better. I do not know if they added in quality of life things to let you tie multiple engines together. That would be really nice. To be able to, like, if you have a big train, to be able to put more engines on it. But, yeah. I guess somebody hopefully will know in the comments, right? Just like they knew about the loading. I can't believe I missed that loading shortcut for so long. Or the unloading, I mean. Whichever it was. Yeah, the loading one. Where you load by hitting space. That was really nice. That's a good one. Alright, and then we're going to go through... That's the first junction. Yeah, we're going to come past this, and then we'll just back in. And then, yeah, I don't think we'll bother turning around. That's fine on this one. For this particular train with this particular payload. We almost need an extra siding at the other, at the whatchamacallit, because this is where our cordwood cards are going to sit. Probably all the time. Alright. We're going to let this coast. And slow down a little bit on this corner here. Alright, here we go. There we are. Oh, those are, yeah, see, those are ways out, but we would definitely hit those with the other thing. Okay, hit the brakes. There we go. Okay, how close is our... Oh, yeah, we got plenty of room with this one, but I'll bet that other one would have hit. Okay, so we're going to back up here. Alright, I totally forgot to hit stop, I know. Alright, and then we'll get these loaded up. Oh, that's logs. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. Cordwood. Alright, try that again. There we go. Interesting that I'm hearing that from... what's interesting is it like it has a cutoff where it's like you hear it totally fine and then you don't hear it at all. There's no fall off in that, you know. I think there's a little bit of fall off, but it's not very much. Oh, see, we would be able to turn around, but that's okay. We can do it either way. Let's go like this. If we do want to turn around, do we want... There we go. There we are. If we do want to turn around, yeah, we want to turn around with it empty, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay. Alright, and then... Oh, it's going to take 3. That's right, because they do 8, not 6. Let's let that... There we go. I don't want to miss... It might miss this one. We'll see. No, we got it. Okay, good. Alright, apparently there's a slight downhill in there. Alright, and then we'll get this one going. See which one that drops it on. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful. I like that. I like that setup. That's way better for the loading. Did this one decide to stop? Okay, yeah, it did. That's fine too. Alright, and that's going to be 3 of those. And we've got 8 cars this time? Okay. Oh, that's cool. That'll work out. So that should let us, I think, because you do end up using a whole lot of the raw iron and the rails for stuff. I think the rails are the one that you end up using a lot of, if I remember correctly. Alright. Let's go like this. We're going to come ahead. There we go. Whichever one it lands on. Hopefully it lands on the front one, though. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. All right. Is the bell? The bell's still going on. It's funny that I wasn't... Oh. Yeah, see, it does fall. The bell falls off. Let's see about the whistle. What is it? Control? Let's try this. I'm just checking. All right. As everybody is now dizzy and motion sickness, right? All right. Get this one moving. And then we'll get the next one moving. There we go. There we are. Perfect. I was wondering about that. Okay, if you do hit space and it's already loading, it'll cancel it. So, just FYI. All right. And then, let's see. We're going to bring this... We're going to turn around and back, and then we're going to bring this up this way. And we'll come through that way, and then we need to bring that, because that'll be head first, and then we can back in. I think that'll be better. So I think we need to, before we get out here, we need to back that train up too. Before we get everything jammed in there or whatever. Before we unload at least. Okay. There we go. Let's see what, yeah. Yeah, we're fine with pulling. Okay. We'll be fine with pulling on this. Yeah, that works. I know, I keep changing my mind about whether or not I want to go head first or tail first or whatever. I know. All right. It's breakfast. I gotta eat. Make up your mind. It's like, you know, eggs are good, eggs are bad. Yeah. The whites are fine, but the yolks... Yeah. All right. By the way, eggs do not increase your cholesterol. Just FYI. Okay. Let's go like this. And we're going to go like that. And I think all of our switches are set. Let's get this moving first. Reverser. Okay, we stopped, and now we're going to go backwards. Okay, so while that's getting up there, let's just make sure our switches are set. Did my mouse just die? Great, my mouse just died. I think my mouse battery might have just gone critical. Yeah, my mouse battery is critical. Okay, let me grab a mouse battery while this is coasting. I gotta replace my mouse battery. Quickly! Quickly! Alright, let's try this. Much better. Okay. It usually does some annoying pop-up to warn you that your mouse battery is low. I must have found that and turned it off finally, right? And we can turn off the generator. Where's the generator? That's the sand. That's the compressor. That's the cylinder cocks. Where's the generator? Am I not seeing it? Oh, this doesn't have a generator. It's the one that you click on it. It's a lamp, isn't it? Yeah, it must be. Okay. That's fine, too. Alright, let's do this. See if we can get a couple of oomphes out of it. Oomphes are 1.6 cuffs. All right. There we go. think this is a fairly easy. It scared me there. I thought it was going to go straight, and I was going to have to slam on the brakes before it hit that other engine. Okay, so we need to get past the switch again. Which is fine. Make sure that switch is the right way. Yep. Yep, we just need to get past the switch and then switch that and get this up on that track. And we should be able to go past it. Alright. Almost there. Probably be a little gentle on the brakes here. Just so we don't tear the... Yeah, there we go. We're not around the corner anymore. Alright, so we can switch that to there. We're going to bring this... There we go. There we go. Alright, because we just need to get this, the back car past that, the foul on that. And then we can bring this one back, all the way back. And we can get it past the foul on this, it's even better. Okay, there we go. Almost there. There we go. That looks good. Okay. Alright, so we jump out here. Oh, that's kind of interesting how far the camera had to zoom to do that. Okay, and then we are on the regular switch. Okay, we're on the spring switch there. We're fine. Alright. So we come through this one. And we're going to gently reverse this. Because that's a whole lot of corners to be going around and stuff. We definitely don't want to be slamming and jamming around corners on that. And then up here, whoops, up here we can flip that switch too. And that one, might as well. So that we can go past here. And you know what? We're going to want to go there on this one. Not on... No, we're not going to want to go past it. We're going to want to load up all that other stuff. And that other one we're probably going to want to move somewhere or just delete it, one or the other. There we go. There we are. Alright. And that should be good to go. We are going to need to get it past that switch, so we might as well keep it moving. Yep, we might as well keep it moving so we don't have to re-initiate our movement on that. There we go. Much better. See if we can get it. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to start hitting the brakes here. There we go. Alright, so that one is stopped. Oh, we can hit that switch too. There we go. Because then we're going to go that way and up the middle. Perfect. Okay. Is it nighttime already? No, it's only 2 o'clock. Okay. We're still good for a little bit. All right. Let me see. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, we're still good on fuel. Okay. There we go. We're going to do this. We're going to bring this back so that we can unload all this cordwood. There we go. There we go. All right. And then should be able to unload. It was interesting. I think it doesn't let you unload unless there's a valid unload spot now. Or at least if it's close. Because I was messing around and trying to unload the... I was trying to unload the coal onto the iron thing and it wouldn't let me do it. Okay. I think we have to be up the stairs there. There we go. Whoops. What was that? Let's see. Try that. Oh, why is it reversed? Did I hit reverser instead of the brakes? That was weird. Okay. I'm trying to rip the cars off the track again, aren't I? All right. Let's see. There we go. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're making it. Cool. Whoops. So as soon as we get to the whatchamacallit, there we go. Because yeah, we're gonna need. I think it's the raw iron that's the slow or the limiting factor on this that you have to worry about. I think the raw iron is the output that you need to get a whole bunch of. There we go. 6, 7, 8. It's actually stacking up. No, nope, nope. It's still doing it. There we go. Give it a little boost. There we go. Okay. Can you look at the map? Oh, yeah, you can. Let's see. Yeah, we've only used half of our... Okay, good. Turn the regulator off. There we go. There we are. And then last car. That's perfect. And then we can even leave this over here because the cordwood is going to be the next thing we bring, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we've got as far as our outputs. There we are. All right. There we go. Okay, so we're going to jump out of this train. Let's see what we've got for outputs. Yeah, see, we only used 3/4 of our... Yeah, we only used 3/4 of the iron. Okay, so then we should have a bunch of outputs here now. Raw iron, 64, and rails, 68. Where do these beams need to go? That's the question, because we want to get the beams off of those so that we can load as much of the other stuff. And who needs the beams, right? Because I think this is the one that needs the lumber. Yeah, that uses lumber. And coal. So it's the raw iron that we want. We want to load as much raw iron as we can onto this train. And then we'll figure out where we can put the beams. So let's just do that first. We'll take care of that first. Let's get this thing. let's get this one moved. So we're going to go like this. And then once it's past that, we're going to flip the switch. All right, and then reverse. Okay, there we go. So I'm pretty sure that's a light duty. That's just a little shunting engine there. All right, let's go like this, and we're going to flip this switch back this way. There we go. Yep, so now we can take off from there once we've done that. So we just need to load as much of this raw iron as we can onto here, onto these flat cars, and then we'll see what we can do. Okay. Looks like we're going to be doing it in the dark. All right. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 cars that we can put those on. Okay. 6 cars that we can load up. So that's only like 18 of them. See, that's the thing. We got to figure out where the beams need to go. There's got to be somebody that needs the beams. Because then we can do like another 2, 3, 4, 8 cars. Yeah. Then we can really unload it. I forget if the raw... I think it's the pipes. Yeah, it's because of the pipes. Because the tools, you make way more tools than you ever need. But it's the pipes that end up being a bottleneck. You need pipes for the oil refinery too. There's 2 things that need the pipes. I forget what they are, but yeah. You end up using them all up, and then you get to the oil refinery and you're like, oh, I need more pipes. Because every time you make a batch of oil, you throw out the pipes. You know, it's like spaceflight, right? Used to be. You just throw it out. Disposable. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Is it going to let me load? Oh, it's already. Okay, it's just one. Yeah, it's just one thingy. Okay. Cool. All right, we'll get that one. And that one. Okay, and then we gotta go all the way back here. Okay. We got a ways to go. There we go. It's gonna be fun unloading those too, isn't it? All right. And then we should be able to get our tools and pipes and stuff now that we've got the log cars loaded up with logs, right? For no reason. Did we... What else uses the cordwood? There we go. Can I have a lantern? I can't have a lantern. There it is. Okay, so we've got 3 of 3. I know you can't actually see it here, but... And 3 of 3. Okay, cool. And let's turn on the generator. Where's the generator? There's a generator. There we go. All right, let's do this. Deplane, deplane. Okay. There we go. I'm just kind of leery about doing this in the dark. Let's see. We're going to go past the first... Yeah. Past that turn. Okay. There we are. Alright. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to let it... We're going to let it slow down for this. We're going to let it coast here. Because we do not want to hit the switch at 35 or whatever this thing gets up to. And we might have to push that other train out of the way. Or move it or whatever. To get in here. I don't know. We came through last time, right? Didn't we come right through there? I assume we got it moved out of the way last time. Alright. We'll come around this. There we go, 3%. So we want to have some momentum so it keeps pushing itself instead of us yanking it around the corner. We do want that. We do want it to keep coasting on its own around that. Alright. Are those are just cars without a engine too, aren't they? Those don't even have an engine. We should bring the other engine over, is what we should do with that other, the RDRR. The funny car. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be close, isn't it? Because that's a long ways to go. Alright. Let's see. We just don't want to be going too fast when we hit that other thing. If we hit them. There we go. See, we do have just enough room. Nice. Okay, we're going to flip that switch. And we're going to flip this one because we want to go past here. And then we're going to back into the, yep, into the ironworks. Cool. All right, here we go. Turn off the generator. All right. Keep hitting the wrong key. There we go. Yeah, I think the cordwood cars on top of this would have been a little more, a little excessive, especially some of these curves that we've got are not very amenable to that sort of maneuvering. If we had a lot straighter tracks, it might be... Yeah, we get some pretty sharp curves on these tracks. There we go. Especially if you've got stuff unloaded, and then you got the cordwood on the end, and the cars in between that unloaded. Alright, so let's look at where we are again. We're going to come down here. Oh, that's a lot more straightaway than I remember it being. Okay. And then our switch comes out. Okay, we're good. We can even do a little of this. There we go. Just don't take the switch at 30. Here, let's go like this. So back here so we can see when that switch is coming up. Getting close. Getting close. Alright, we're going to do that. And then we're going to do this. There we go. Slow it down to... There we go. Alright. Now we should be good to coast around this with a little bit of juice, but... There we go. Much better. Looks like we're keeping our speed. That's perfect. Can you hear the babies? They're so cute. They're starting to run around and bounce around and stuff clumsily and doing the little Halloween cat, you know, where they turn sideways and arch their back and puff up all their fur. It's so cute. They're just playing with each other right now, and Mama. They're not out with other cats or anything, so. But it's so cute to see them playing like that. All right. Can't even see the steam from the whistle either. Let's see. Can barely hear it there. All right. We're gonna come in on this side. And wish us luck, right? Alright, gotta probably start slowing down here a little bit. And we'll see what kind of output we can get. And then we're gonna have to go back and get boxcars and all that stuff too, aren't we? Alright. Start hitting some brakes here. And unload. And next one, unload. Alright, then we need to go all the way up to here. This one. Alright. Give it a little bit of move. We really loaded up the lumber, didn't we? Because they have 6 per. Get this up here. Oh, you can't hear the bell from here. It's got to be only like one car closer for that. Okay, we should be able to unload these as we go. So, unload. And unload. Unload. One more. Last one. Alright, that's all of them. Cool. So then we need to probably get this one out of the way. Is that coal? Let's see what we've got as far as the coal. We'll just bring this to a stop. Let's see what we've got here. See how much coal it's going to use. We've got 26 and 2. Really? Only 2 raw iron left already? It uses a lot, doesn't it? I think we started with 30 coal, so it only did 4 things. Let me see. Is this a multiple of 4? 32, yeah, so it makes 8 of them. Okay. Alright, so what do we need in order to do that? We need a whole lot more iron, don't we? Yeah, we need to get that iron. So we need to find a place to put these beams and just get a ton of iron over here. Let's find who needs the beams. Is it the... I think it might be the oil refinery. They need cordwood. Let's go like this. Let's look on here. Industries. Oil field uses beams and steel pipes. Okay. And the tools. Alright. And then the refinery. Okay. Uses the steel pipes also. Yeah, see it does. It starts using all those steel pipes when you get here. Okay, so we need the beams at the oil field. And then... I know there's somebody else that uses a bunch of beams. Let's see. Yeah, see? Gold mine uses beams. I don't think we have a gold mine on here. I think we have a dredge. I don't remember for sure. And... let's see who else uses on the gold. No, okay, so the beams, the only place that uses those beams is the oil field. So that's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to take all those beams over to the oil field, wherever it is. Whoops. That's the gold smelter. That's the stamp mill. There, okay, we do have a gold mine. Okay. But I think we're going to try to use the dredge this time. It uses coal, tools. Yeah, see, that uses tools and pipes, but okay. So that's going to be our goal, is we need to find the... there's the oil field. Okay. And we already have a thing going past there. Did we even make it? We left the switches in so we can make a side thing going across. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next time, is we're going to bring all of those beams down to here. And then we're going to go back and get the... whatchamacallit. We're going to load up big time on those. Yeah, we're going to load up big time on the raw iron and bring it all back to here as much as we can. 14. It probably should be all of it. Very close to all of it. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 19. Join me in episode 20. We'll get see if we can get the oil field working, because we might be able to get all that other stuff going too. So yeah, join me in episode 20, and we will see you then. Later.